so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened. As you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. That is not a sign of things to come. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Snap to Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 81 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 4-yard line. Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Number 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
The 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and a yard. Allen, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
7-7, our score after 1.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Drill green.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 11. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, Allen. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Come to me, it's me.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 26 is
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
If you know, you know.
Here we go, G. 57.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Check 53. Here we go. 53.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, its tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Las Vegas.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed.
Check 53. Hey, turn right. 46.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
53 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Back to throw here. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up down. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Well, so happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
31-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd down, able to find Waller. That's complete, and he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
The Raider 1st down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Niners 20, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Gun, it's Allen. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Niners' 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options. What's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Able to push it, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Raiders set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's crossing. He's checking quick. Check 15. Check 15. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Allen off the play fake. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 10.
Rico Gafford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
The running back.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
He's coming.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
What you doing out there,
And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54. Check, back 54. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Mark 54.
Allen to throw. This one complete to Gafford. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Allen's pass caught by number 10.
Today, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.